Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mine. Remember, this is a series where I take you through my thoughts leading a trio in the endgame, exactly what I'm thinking, and I explain to you what I did, why I did it, etc. So, new season, we're out of launch pads, you know, those aren't in the game anymore, and a lot of players are struggling. People don't know how to use their brain to rotate. What are the cues that you're looking for, etc. So I have two games in here where the zone pulls max distance almost. One of them is a max distance half in, half out, and one of them is a max distance moving zone. It's not the full game. I just want to show you guys the rotate, get to the point, look into the case, and we'll have another trio endgame highlight video for you guys soon. Right here, we pull max distance. So I start looking through my cone, and I'm looking for a free rotate. I know right here on the right side that there's only two teams right now from what I see, and I'm kind of waiting for them to start fighting to get distracted. That way we're able to just run right by them. So a lot of these teams are looking for Surge. We're pretty set on Surge, so I call up the boys. I'm like, all right, let's move. I know there's a team in the space right now, right? So I'm keeping ears and eyes on them. I try to sneak up on one. They hear us, so I just call it off, right? Whatever. We got next to them. Yeah, sure, they tried to fight us, but we both have to worry about the zone. So while my team heals, I build this little tarpon. I waste about maybe 80 to 100 mats, and the rest of the rotate now becomes free. Okay, I knew there was nobody on this side of the zone just from what I saw, and I started moving as that team was fighting, and it gave us this free path reusing old builds, and you're able to just essentially just walk, right? And a key tip that you want to do when you're rotating these far ass zones that you pull max distance half and half out is always look for the longest distance. Most teams don't look for the longest distance, and it's going to be super congested because none of those teams are looking for that long distance, right? So when you're looking for the long distance, nobody's going to fucking look at you or be contesting with you. Or most of the time, the team that's looking for the long distance also is trying to rotate. So that's a key thing I learned that helped me get better at rotating, is always looking for that max distance rotate. Keep that in mind when you're rotating, and always try to look for those edge rotates where you're hugging the storm, right? So we end up big dicking height here. Obviously it's scrims, you want to try shit out. So the big dick height, we take it there. And the way to counter Dooms, by the way, Dooms was spraying us, so I was like, all right, fuck it guys, let's just triple spray them. Either we can let them burn all our mats or just triple spray them, and we end up triple spraying them and Dooms stops. So now I want to take us to example 2. Okay, example 2 is a first moving zone. First moving is near, right? But there's a lot of teams towards that side. So I don't want to run straight at the teams because that's straight through the center. You can get focused by everybody. So I know behind us from an old path that we own this side of the map. I want to go backwards. So right here, I look for a fucking side, and I see pre-built wood. And I know, yo, we can actually use this without having to use our own mats. Follow this old path, wrap into the edge, use the trees as cover, right? That's something you want to do as well when you're doing that. Use the trees as cover, and then boom. Now we claim ultimate low ground. And we have a completely dead free rotate that goes down the mountain that we barely have to build on. And that's how it works. We end up taking that bottom side, and we obviously didn't make it too far into the game because we were still practicing. This was one of my first scrims of the season, still practicing, learning the end game. But when it comes to those half and half out rotates where there's no pads, the things you want to focus on are, first of all, the longest distance. You want to see your enemies that are in the way when they're distracted. It's okay. It's okay to walk by a fight. If somebody's fighting, you don't always have to participate. You can literally walk by a fight one box away, and they won't even notice because they're focused on something else. So keep that in mind when you're rotating, guys. I'm going to be in Florida for the next 5 days, so any videos are just on the back burner, maybe an endgame highlight or another montage video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to keep up with me, check out the Instagram. That's where I'll be vlogging everything in Florida. We'll be with the boys, recording vlogs, mukbangs, whatever it is. I appreciate you guys. See you guys later. Peace.